Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day so far. Welcome back to Valorant News and plenty of spicy stuff to dive into today. On the eve of the North American Qualifier number 2 for North American Challengers, Zombs made his thoughts very clear on Wardell's player ranking list. Very much intrigued to your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Loads of growth lately. It's been absolutely fantastic the last few days. Really do appreciate it. Thanks to all the new people as well that have joined the last couple of days as well. Firstly, a couple of roster things. VivoKeyed officially confirmed their roster coming into this year from the Brazilian side. We saw kind of the controversy really about the fact that a lot of the Brazilian South American regions, they have a fair few spots actually for Masters, Challengers, this type of stuff compared to North America and EMEA most certainly. Rosera, who I believe was there kind of on a loan type period, on a trial period effectively, he joined their team I think for Champions or whatever, he's going to be staying there permanently. So that's pretty exciting stuff. Also in the European side, TenZ has been benched on Heretics. This is kind of what happens really when a big organization like Heretics, at least in theory, they should have in theory been better at the EMEA qualifier for Challengers. They collapsed out really spectacularly, honestly, and VALORANT was there as well, of course a German player, and he's now going to look for other options as well. So yes, TenZ's been benched, VALORANT has been released, they're looking at other options. They've brought in, it seems, Jake and Pobby fresh to kind of round out Heretics roster once again. So who knows, I guess these guys effectively just have to play in online tournaments until they get the possibility, I guess, to try again for stage 2 in the open qualifiers that will entail. So crazy to me, the fact that there's so many of these organizations with salaried players, they come in, fail at the open qualifier online, and then of course they don't make it to Challengers, and then good luck. I guess we have to make changes for the next few months and then try our luck again in the middle of the season. So kind of crazy the way the Valorant world works. But speaking of, I guess, these events, this is something that at least was being talked about, that the VCT Masters event would take place April 15th through to the 29th. This was a graphic that was leaked, and it was kind of controversial because it says Road to VCT 2022 up here for the format of the season, but down here it says 2020. So some were confused, okay, what does this actually mean? Is this even real? And it said that the Masters was going to be from April 15th to 29th, that of course being Masters 1, and after that we go again. Now, as George says, a Riot representative has told me these dates from the official graphic are inaccurate, the dates are yet to be finalised. But we'd imagine the Masters probably around about this point anyway. Challengers takes place, February, March, but seemingly not quite finalised as of yet. Let's dive into this then, right, because TSM, they've been kind of a hot topic the last few days. How good are they going to be once again at this North American qualifier? Can they qualify for Challengers? But as all this is going on, Wardell and TSM release a list of ranking effectively, in his opinion, the best players in the world. And he goes through S tier, A tier, all this type of stuff. And the players he puts in his D tier were pretty entertaining indeed. One of them being Zombs, the other being ShahZaM.
D rank, I'll just throw Zombs in there. I really like Brazil, and I really like Brazil. I've been to Brazil. Everyone's so nice, but I don't support what he was saying. So I'm definitely gonna put him as a D. Not saying he's a bad player, but just gotta put him as a D. ShahZaM, dude, I don't know. I feel like D, you know what I mean? Sounds really good for him, honestly. I wasn't impressed by his play in Champions, so that's why I put him in the D. Honestly, these tier list things, they definitely, it's very controversial, honestly. It drives up all the engagement. Some people are definitely gonna get offended if you don't put them as the S, because I feel like they grind every single day in order to be S, and they truly believe in themselves that they are S's, but then, if you tell them that they're not, then they'll be offended, and then if they're fans or so, then they'll be offended for them as well.
So this is his overall list, right, with a load of players he put in the S tier right here. Of course he wanted to put a couple of his teammates in there. Some of them certainly deserve it, right, the likes of TenZ, Nat, cNed, Scream. You can certainly make the argument, maybe, you can make the argument for a lot of these guys. He put his boy Hazed in there as well now, of course, on the NRG front, but still, when you go down to the D tier, Zombs and ShahZaM find themselves right here. He didn't seem particularly impressed with ShahZaM's performance at the Master, the Champions, of course, and Zombs, he also had a few words to say on these tweets that Zombs was doing back in December during the Champions event, of course. Brazil needs to do less typing, more playing. It seems like Wardell was kind of taking the side of Brazil in this kind of drama, which, thankfully has kind of calmed down, but it was pretty crazy what was going on at that time. So, still, Zombs obviously wasn't going to just take this line down. Of course, when this type of stuff happens, when they do tier list of players, always players, they're obviously, they got egos, right? Their egos are going to get hurt to some degree. They're going to clap back with something or other. And, here comes Zombs in the reply right to this tweet, right? Ultimate Zombs team tier list, saying, well, a lot of these organizations are up top right here. These are a lot of the organizations that I guess he's favoring to qualify over TSM in this North American qualifier. And then TSM all the way down here in the D tier, the US can barely see because it's kind of black on grey. But yes, TSM and D tier, everyone else at S plus tier. And yeah, unlucky to the boys. And of course, well, there were some further replies to this. Pretty sure some bros even came back to it. What did I do to you guys, dudes? Some, well, interesting stuff. And spicy stuff as well, because TSM right on their doorstep, I suppose, now in the next few hours, are going to have to crack on once again with this second North American qualifier to try to make their way all the way through. Not going to be easy for them to do so, because, well, Sicko points out right here from xCNed, the head coach, these are all the salaried rosters competing in this, once again, this qualifier. Of course, 4 of them qualified last weekend. The guards, it was version 1, xCNed and NRG, but these 20 teams are remaining to still give it another go. Now, I mean, of course, so many big names here. I think a lot of people have been saying a crew, maybe LG, Luminosity, they should be teams that have a very decent chance, but also there's the likes of Complexity, Evil Geniuses here, Ambox with their new team, BBG, FaZe Clan, of course, definitely worthy of a mention. Dicey joined them recently. Ghost haven't been looking so good as of late, but still there's a decent chance there. Gen.G, I mean, so many rosters, obviously. Rise Nation as well, a massive one, because, of course, they almost made it to Champions, right? They made it all the way to the grand finals of the LCQ in North America. They lost to Cloud9, and now Rise are on the verge of not making it through again to Challengers. That would be crazy. And of course, when you get to the bottom, T1, who, might have made it if they didn't get disqualified for the coaching cheating situation that, of course, we've talked about at length. And then right to the bottom, TSM, the other team that many people think are seriously underperforming. They may well have lost to T1 in that series if it wasn't for the whole world drama that went down a couple of days ago. This then is the bracket. So the way this works is that the teams today, so I thought a couple of days ago that it was February the 3rd, then VLR was telling me February the 4th, but yes, it is February the 3rd. That, of course, is today. I believe it starts at 11 p.m. my time, so if you guys are any later than my time zone, which is in the UK, then, it probably actually will be the February the 4th early morning for you. But in North America, I think it's 6 p.m. tonight it begins, Eastern time at least. And, I mean, yes, they played 2 series today. All these teams go through, they play 2 series. They have to win both of these series to make it to top 32. And once they're in top 32, it then becomes double elimination. So, as you can see, Rise Nation right here, they've got to win 2 series in a row. Like, all the teams are in a very similar boat. T1 right here, they have to play this. They need to get through to this matchup right here, and which they will play. So, for example, T1 could play Virtuoso. If both of those 2 teams win both their series, they have to play later on today. This is the way it goes. Actually, Homeless are here again. TSM, they have to beat 2 out of these 3 teams to make it through. We'll see who they play after that. Then we have right here FaZe Clan and Ghost Gaming as well. So, potentially, FaZe versus Ghost could be a round of 32 matchup. Like, I mean, that's obviously pretty exciting stuff already. Evil Geniuses, so I'll just kind of scroll through for you guys to get a hang of how this is going to go. A crew find themselves here as well. Complexity also in this kind of brackets. They might play up against Saw in the round of 32 if both of those teams make it through without hitch later on today. Sonic's here as well. Like, I mean, honestly, the amount of matchups right here is pretty absurd. Like, I mean, round of 128 with so many top tier squads, it's really hard to call how it is going to go over the coming days. But yes, if you guys are looking for where your team is going to be playing up against, these I'm pretty sure are all the games in this particular bracket. And yeah, BBG down at the bottom, Gen.G as well. That could be another matchup in that round of 32. So not going to be easy at all. These teams have to win 2 games today, and then they get a second chance if they lose. But still, you don't want to lose. 4 teams only out of those 32 will then qualify. And even today, there could be some upsets, right? Who knows if a kind of an underdog team no one's ever heard of comes through, beats one of these top tier squads, knocks them out straight away without even having a second chance. Thankfully, it's all best of 3s, I suppose. And just to finish out with this crazy clip here from Physics, I guess he's going to be playing for Saw in the matchups later on today. But very much intrigued to your thoughts and all this stuff in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit in the like button. Tells the YouTube gods it's a good video. I just like you should see it as well. And I've grown the competitive Valorant community. Thank you much, as always. Take care. And I will see you next time.
Oh my I'll ping. They're both on side.
But there.
Wait,
Yabo. No, that's just not.
You actually just won.